What's up mod squad, MLB back with another Division 2 build breakdown video, and today I am bringing you a build that has incredible survivability, max hazard protection and max crit chance. So we are immune to all status effects and we are putting out damage. I will say, for those of you who want to spec this into a PvE build, go for all reds, get rid of those blues, go for straight up DPS. When it comes to PvP though, I recommend minimum 1.2 million armor. Don't drop below that because you'd be way too squishy. With that said guys, we'll get into the build now, starting off with the specialization. We are using the Firewall, and of course for its armor kit, combining that with our chest piece talent efficient. Using an armor kit has 50% chance to not consume the armor kit. Specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%. Now you can use efficient or you can use unbreakable. These are the two talents I recommend the most. Now we've covered the specialist, we're going to get into the primary weapon, which of course is the MG5, my favorite LMG. We have 81.1k base damage, 800 RPM, 85 in the magazine. Our core attributes are LMG damage, damage to targets out of cover, and I rolled damage to armor, which is great for PvP. The talent we are rocking is Strained, gain plus 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing, stacks up to 5 times. So we are max crit chance, we'll be gaining 50% damage from this, so that's great. When it comes to our secondary weapon, we are rocking the P416. I finally got a god roll, 15% assault rifle damage, 21% health damage, and then I rolled 6% damage to armor, and we also have Strained on here, giving us another 50% critical hit damage. So those are the weapons we are rocking. When it comes to our sidearm, we are using the Liberty exotic pistol, 424.8k base damage, 173 RPM with 8 in the magazine. Core attributes, we have 1-off max pistol damage and we have 10% damage to targets out of cover. The talent is Liberty or Death, gain a stack on each hit up to 30. Headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. So get a few body shots, hit the headshot, you'll get added health to your shield. And the shield is what we are running. So the pistol shield combo is something you're going to pull out as your very last resort if you can't hit an armor kit. If you're, you have no way out, this is what you're going to pull out, and a lot of players do not expect it. Anyway guys, that is the weapons we are using for this build. Now we're going to get into each piece of the build. Starting off with our mask, which is 1 piece of Seska. We are rocking 2 pieces, which gives us 10% critical hit chance and 10% hazard protection. This mask has 15% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, 9.4 hazard protection, and we have a mod on here giving us 8.5% bleed resistance. The chest piece, which we've already seen but we'll go over it again, 11.7% weapon damage, 4.8% critical hit chance, and sadly we have 9% status effect. If we had the 10% hazard protection that's supposed to be on here, we'd be at 96% all round hazard protection. We have a mod on here again giving us 8.5% burn resistance, and then we have efficient, which we already went over. So we're going to move on to our holster, which is a 511 holster. We are using 511 for the 10% health, 15% incoming repairs, which goes on to our med kit. Then we have 10% hazard protection. We have 165k armor, 11.9% critical hit damage, which I rolled on it myself, and then we have 9.8% hazard protection. Moving on to the backpack, we have 133k armor, 3.8% crit chance, sadly nowhere near a max roll. Then we have 10% hazard protection, 8.4% burn resistance via a mod. Now we have the talent on here, which is companion. While you are within 5 meters of an ally or skill, total weapon damage is increased by 15%. Now what we are currently rocking is the defender drone. The defender drone has a cooldown of 20 seconds but a duration of 20 seconds, so more or less it's around most of the time, and you're only going to pop it when you're going to go into your fights. Moving on to our gloves, gloves for the 10% hazard protection, 15% weapon damage, 5.1% critical hit chance, and 8.4% hazard protection. Now if you had max rolls of hazard protection across the board on this build, you'd be way closer to the 100%, and you could run incoming repairs on your mods on the build instead of burn resistance or bleed resistance. The knee pads, 511 knee pads, 145k armor, 5.6% crit chance, and 10% hazard protection. And that is each piece of this build. I will go over the skills again just real quick so you can check out the mods and stuff before we go onto the stat sheet. We get 8% shield health because of the specialization that we are running, which is the Firewall. We have 4.1% shield health again, and then we have 4.3% deflector damage. When it comes to our drone, our defender drone. We have 7.2% deflector duration, and we also have 9.2% health, making it harder to shoot down, and we have 5.1% damage reduction. So those are the skills. We're going to go into the stat sheet real quick, so I know you guys like those stats. So as you can see, 59.7% crit chance. This build isn't mid-max by any way, shape or form, but we can hit 60% on the crit chance, of course, and then hazard protection we can definitely hit that 100% as well. It's just about mid-maxing the build, guys, and getting those rolls. We have 36.9% critical hit damage, 85% headshot damage, 6% armor damage, and this is the stats of the MG5, by the way. So we're now gonna check out the P416, which, as you can see, has 59.7% crit chance, 36.9% critical hit damage, 55% headshot damage, 6% armor damage, and then 21% health damage. Gonna drop down to the all weapon damage bonus, which is 51.7%. We have 30% assault rifle damage, 15% LMG damage, and 15% pistol damage. Down to our defensive stats, 1.2 million armor, and that's pretty much all we need. And then we look at the hazard protection, which is 86.8%. Again, if we had the 10% on our chest piece, it'd be 96.8%. But you can't have it all. Well, you can if you farm for it and get the right pieces and RNG is on your side, but sadly it just hasn't been for me. So yeah, you could definitely 100% get the max hazard protection on this build as long as you get the right rolls. So guys, that is pretty much it for the build. I love this build. I feel like if you're the type of player that's a run and gun type of player, and you're not one of those players that likes to use skill builds, the only way to run and gun right now is using hazard protection. You need hazard protection. It's just a must have. So this build has that hazard protection. It has great survivability, obviously because of the armor kit and the incoming repairs, and it puts out damage because it has 60% crit chance. We're also very well protected from the shield, and we have the defender drone as well, so we are pretty tanky as well because of our skills. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Smash that like button to support the video and help us grow. If you're new around here, hit that sub button, join the mod squad for lots more Division 2 content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, mob squad.